Heidi-ho everybody, and happy Halloween! Do you want to know what it's like to spend a day at Kennywood in Pittsburgh, PA and go to their Phantom Fall Fest? Well, today you will. We'll be looking at some of the daytime rides, the nighttime rides, and some of the food offerings. And for Phantom Fall Fest, we're looking at some of the scary food and haunted houses, and even a Halloween buffet. So let's get started on today's scary and tasty adventure. Located southeast of Pittsburgh is the Kennywood Park, sitting in this little sunny valley. Tickets to Kennywood for the day started around $29.99. The daytime rides end at 6, and at 6 is when Phantom Fall Fest begins. This fall festival ticket does include rides and parks during the day and the Phantom Fall Festival in the evening. After a quick security check, you then go down this little hill through a secret tunnel to enter the Kennywood Park. On the sides of the tunnel, they've painted highlights of the park and classic elements of the park, such as the Thunderbolts, the Golden Nugget Double Down Cone, Mr. Howdy, I'm not sure what his name is, the Steel City for the Steelers, Laughing Sal, which terrifies me to death. Going into the secret tunnel, it is lit with red lights for Phantom Fall Fest. And coming out of the secret tunnel, we are now in Kennywood. To the left, we can see the Candy Kaleidoscope. And to the right is the Speedy Pass, which you might need if you're doing Halloween Horror Nights. And the Skyrocket roller coaster, which shoots you off like a rocket. Now, what do we have here?
Look at this. It's time to Halloweenkies.
Yes, it's time for Halloweenkies at Kennywood. To start, we'll look at some of the rides that are open during the day, plus we'll try some of the food. Then we'll jump right into Phantom Fall Fest and do a countdown of the worst to the best haunted houses in order, and we'll also try some of the Halloween food, including a fantastic Halloween buffet. So please stay tuned for that. Here we have the Jackrabbit on the right, which is open, and the day that I went, the Steel Curtain Steelers ride was down, so I wasn't able to ride it. Since the Jackrabbit roller coaster was open and I just walked in, I decided to hop onto it and experience its terrifying double dip. Even though this is an extremely old antique coaster, I think it's one of the most fun and one of the most scary. Anyway, let's see what snacks are available for lunchtime. For lunch, I decided to go to the middle of the park to their new and improved pizza warehouse. In the pizza warehouse, we had different kinds of Italian sandwiches, pizza, you can get a whole pie. Their new pizza is flatbread pizza, you get cheese, pepperoni, or a combo with fries for $10.99. I decided to try the pepperoni. So as I perused down the line, I took a look at some of the other foods like the salads, the pickles, the Italian sandwich, and here is the flatbread pizza, which they will cut into little slices for you. And here's the whole thing, it's about 12 inches, it's very large. And this was $10.99. Get that? Get it? Look at that cheese. Look at it. This is good, solid kitty pizza, has very good crust, very good creamy cheese. The sauce is a little plain, I would suggest they would give us spices to use. The pepperoni isn't too strong, but you can taste it, and there's a sprinkled Romano cheese on top. This is a solid kitty pizza, the family and the kitties will like it. I'm gonna give this 7 ghosts out of 10. Now off to see the rest of the park. Next, I moseyed up to the Grand Carousel, which is a 96-year-old hand-carved carousel installed in 1926 in Pittsburgh. This is a beautiful antique carousel in full working condition, and they replaced all the light bulbs with orange and green for Halloween. Let's jump on and give it a ride. Now it's my turn. Which one should I get? Comment below on which animal you like the best and whether or not you've rode this carousel. Which one? The lion. I'm gonna ride the lion. Get up there. Whee! Look at me, I'm riding a lion. That was a lot of fun. I saw another Halloween treat as I walked by here, so let's go give it a taste. So on my way to the carousel, I saw this Blizzard Blast Creamery. I saw the sign saying Scary Waffle Cone $7.99 and had to try it. So here is my Scary Waffle Cone being made. Put all those things on it. Dip it in there. Don't drop it. So my Scary Waffle Cone consisted of a fresh-made waffle cone with some vanilla ice cream, you can also choose chocolate or twist, sprinkles of your choice, and different kinds of gummies in a scary face. Now let's give this a taste. Oh, it's so scary. This has a delicious homemade waffle cone. The vanilla ice cream is good, I wish it was a little stronger. I love the different colored jimmies, it gives it a good sweet sugary flavor, and I really like the gummy eyeballs the best. This was really refreshing, really fun, and very creative, and I'm gonna give this 9 ghosts out of 10. Now let's see what else the park has to offer before Phantom Fright Nights begins. As I walked around, I started seeing some of the Carnival Games, and I saw one of my favorite games, the Hook-a-Duck. Look at all the little duckies. I'm gonna get all the ducks and steal the prizes. Get them all in there. Now let's see what other games and prizes they have for Halloween.
Halloweenkies.
I then found this rebound game. You bounce the ball into a basket and you can win a goofy, large, silly Halloween prize, a pumpkin, a ghost, a creature, a monster, or a spider. And there were many more games besides these. These are the ones I just happened to stop and look at. Now let's see what else is open. Next to the games was Kittyland, where they have rides for the kitties. They had photo opportunities for fall and Halloween. They had many cute little rides, and they also have a Thomas the Train Town. Is that my cousin? Anyway, let's look at some of the roller coasters, then we'll go to the Halloween buffet. Before the buffet began, I then hopped on the world famous Thunderbolt, which is a really fun and exciting wooden coaster. Whee! After that, I made my way to the Halloween buffet, which started at 4 o'clock. To start the Halloween festivities at Kennywood, I got the open body buffet.
It's time to trick or treat.
The adult price is $24.99 and children under 12 are $19.99. And this is an all-you-can-eat Halloween-themed buffet. This is located in the Steeler Country section in the End Zone Cafe. So let's walk over and see what they have to offer. Your tickets for the open body buffet can be purchased online, or you can also buy them when you actually get to the buffet. So here at the entrance we can see a buffet on the right. There are scary movies playing in the background and many tables. So looking at the open body buffet to the left, we have a large area of hot foods, even a dessert area. To the right is the main attraction, which is this open body skeleton pull apart charcuterie area where you dig through the skeleton to get what you want. Look at that thing. Now it's my turn. What do I want? Some quackles, cauliflower, cheese. I'd like me some cheese. Some cold meats and cheeses. How about some olives? Turkey. More olives. And I'm gonna get a little dipping sauce here. I believe that was a ranch style dressing. Nothing like 2 scoops. Let's go back and taste this. On my way back to the table, I decided to grab one of the all-you-can-drink drinks. They had Sierra Mist, pink lemonade, water, Diet Pepsi, and this was all you can drink. They didn't have any alcoholic drinks, but there are alcoholic drinks that you can get in the park. The buffet on Saturday and Sunday is from 4 to 8, and the regular days it starts at 6:30 p.m. Now, I won't have time to try everything, but I'll give you my general review of everything. Get a little cheese, and some dip. It's a lot of dip. This is pretty good. Different kinds of lunch meat, cheeses put together on your crackers. Very good, very fun with the dip. I'm gonna give this 8 ghosts out of 10. Now let's look at the hot bar. So looking at the hot bar item, we have buffalo chicken dip, nacho cheese dip, salsa, and guacamole with chips. We have some cold cut sandwiches, a turkey wrap, and this Italian hoagie looks like a bug. We had barbecued ribs, hot sausage, and pepper with onions. There was bread to go along with it. There was also spaghetti to the left, and macaroni and cheese. They had chicken tenders with dip and sauces, and they also had hot buffalo wings. They also had their own homemade meatloaf, which consisted of meatloaf with a red sauce, which I forgot to taste. Now let's go taste some of these hot foods, and we'll go to dessert. So this was one of many plates that I got.
Look at this.
Try the shrimp. This was really tender shrimp, and it had a delicious barbecue style sauce on it. It was very good. My sausage and peppers was decent. The spaghetti was average, and my little bug-faced Italian sandwich was pretty good. They do have things you can put on here, such as Italian dressing and that sort of thing. I'm gonna give this plate 7 to 8 ghosts. Now let's go grab some more food. So here's my next set of plates. I had a delicious Italian salad. It was excellent. I had a turkey wrap. The macaroni and cheese is very creamy and good. The buffalo wings were really hot. The chicken wings were tender. There is the inside of the turkey wrap. And I had some of the vomity, guacamole, and black chips, all of which were good. Some of the food needed seasoning. I'm also going to give this 7 to 9 ghosts. So this was one of my favorite tables, the dessert table. Here we had our Hallowinky.
Look at this.
Cupcakes, both chocolate and vanilla, with ghosts and pumpkins on them. We had our Hallowinky pudding, chocolate pudding, dirt pudding with Oreos, cream, and I think worms were in there. That was also very good. Now let's take a closer look at these yummies. So let's look at these scary desserts. This is a decent vanilla cupcake. I like the decorative icing. The icing on this one seemed very sugary. The cupcake was a little dry. I would say that that would be a 7 out of 10. Now let's try the chocolate. Just cut his face off. Doesn't matter. Just get it. This one tasted much better. It was a lot moister. The chocolate flavor was really good. It wasn't overpowering, and the icing was good. I would give this 10 out of 10. It was really good, and I would highly recommend it. On to the pudding. The chocolate pudding was decent and had Oreo cookies and icing on top. If you like chocolate, you'll like it. If you don't like chocolate, it might be too much for you. So probably give that 7 to 8 ghosts. Now let's take one last look at this glorious buffet, and we'll go out into the park and look at Phantom Fall Fest haunted houses and rides. So looking at everything from the free movies on the wall to the free drinks, the desserts, and this buffet, this was definitely worth it, and I would highly recommend going to this if you go to Kennywood. Everybody there really enjoyed it, especially me.
Halloweenkies.
Now let's move on to Phantom Fright Nights. Kennywood's Phantom Fall Fest begins at 6 p.m. sharp. Your one admission ticket will take care of everything. Kittyland is closed, but some of the rides are still open. Oh, this is scary. Ooh. Now let's do a tour of Phantom Fall Fest and some other special offerings. Phantom Fall Fest does have some special nights here. On one night they had a worm eating contest, and on Friday the 13th they had a zombie night where you can ride rides with zombies. Now let's walk around and look at some of the haunted houses. For my haunted house review, I'm going to go from the worst haunted house to the most scary haunted house and show you some of the things that were happening between. So let's get started with our haunted house review. Phantom Fall Fest has 6 haunted houses and 4 haunted walkthroughs, which we'll go through. They also had many scare actors walking through and scaring you. In order to see everything, I did get Kennywood's Speedy Chill Pass, which was an extra $29.99 to let you jump the line for every haunted house. There were 10 altogether, but I only got to see 9. Starting from the least scary to the best, we're going to start out with the Scary Clown Zone walkthrough. Starting with number 8, I chose the Fear Fest Clown walkthrough. This is a walkthrough zone that you walk through, and it was kind of like a scary circus with clowns and some interactive clowns. Hello. This area seemed like they threw it up from last year. There weren't a lot of clowns in it. The clowns weren't very interactive. And the coolest thing was this animatronic clown with a chainsaw. On to our next zone. So for number 7, I chose the Hellbilly Hollow walkthrough zone. This was an outdoor walkthrough zone with nice makeup and some nice scenery. There's a bunch of crazy killer hillbillies trying to get you. The last time I went through this, it was very interactive, very funny. There was a lot of smoke. When I went through a couple times, there wasn't much happening. Could have been more animated, more active, and more interaction. So I'm going to leave this as number 7. Number 6 is the Voodoo Bayou, which is a very large outdoor haunted house. This is the old Raging Rapid ride and kind of going through the channels. This had very nice, very scary makeup. There were a lot of dark areas, but it was very large and spacious. They could have put a lot more scare actors or scare items in here. Because they're not utilizing this giant space to the fullest, I'm going to leave this at number 6.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, he got me good.
I'm hungry!
On to our next haunt. My number 5 was the Dark Shadows Haunted House attraction. This was a mostly all-dark haunted house where you can barely see what's in front of you. There were some scare actors hidden in the dark whispering to you, which was cool. A few lighted areas that are hard to see in the middle, maybe a few more would be good. And there was a really cool ending. Now on to my next haunted house. Number 4 is the Kennyville Cemetary. This is a really nice outdoor walk-through haunted house with beautiful lights, beautiful scenery. There was a really interesting section with a ghost glowing in a pool that was really cool. I thought there could be more scares and more scare actors in here.
Delicious brains.
Oh, hello. You look delicious tonight. Do you get that often?
Well, yes, actually, I do. On to the next haunted house. Number 3 is Filla of the Vampire. This was a very dark, smoky haunted house with lots of scare actors. They got me good here. Very nice sets inside. Sometimes the actors would even follow you around.
Fresh blood! Thank you for joining me in my villa. I look forward to seeing everybody. After all, it's not Halloween without you. Leaving so soon?
Now let's see our final haunted houses. My number 2 haunted house was the Shady Grove Hospital. This had a lot of jump scares and a lot of gross effects to it.
You finally yet?
Now let's look at my number 1 haunted house choice for this year. So my number 1 haunted house for this year is the new Malice in Wonderland Unleashed, which is no longer an add-on attraction but part of the haunted houses, and it's no longer a choose the ending haunted house, it's just a regular haunted house. This had the nicest scenery, some of the nicest costumes. They scared me in every room, and it was just visually interesting to see.
Nice watch of your time. Oh, look how cool that is. There's someone down there. Just be so scared! I feel like I'm going in a circle all the way.
If you check out my Halloween's Happening playlist, you'll see more fun Halloween haunted house food and adventure reviews. This last section was called the Departed and Welcoming section. There were a lot of funny and scary actors interacting with people as you walked in and left. And that was also another scare zone. So that was my review of Kennywood's haunted attractions this year. Please share, hit that like and subscribe button, and comment below as to whether you went here, liked this review, what was your favorite haunted house this year, and whether you were scared. Thanks for watching, and have a happy Halloween. Bye-bye.